And then we have our highlight game of the week, Arsenal at home, Emirates Stadium hosting bitter rivals Tottenham.
I will say I think it's closer than Arsenal fans want to admit.
Arsenal in swashbuckling form, 4-1 winners over Spurs in the North London derby.
But what he offers defensively, I think nobody in the league does it like Jalpolini does. There's a reason why Bayern Munich wanted him, and
I know I said the title goals
The
right
name
now.
is in it. The name is in it. Defensive. And I want someone who's going to be that last line before you get to your defenders.
And that's what it took to unlock the Spurs back door. Tottenham bruised and battered, then broken in the space of 5 minutes.
He hates us when we're on top.
I can't wait for your prediction.
Oh, on top
Not
for
on
so
top.
long. Don't worry, you're going to be brought down soon. Because, Alan, do you know the Heimlich? Because I think Pat's going to be choking soon.
The Champions campaign unravels further. Liverpool's struggles continue apace. From the Premier League summit last season to middle of the pack as it stands this time around.
All right, this is gonna be the battle of who got it right between Eze and Jai. I think this might be a coming out game for someone. Maybe Javi comes out.
It's 3-0 Arsenal, and Eze's got a brace.
I do have faith. We are playing away. I'm a little confident.
Oh, good.
We take this with a 2-1 victory. Tottenham 2.
Okay.
Arsenal 1. First loss of the season. Can't wait.
Eze, this is the chance. That's the hat-trick.
I can't wait for Sunday. Sunday.
I think I'm a special one.
I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again.
Incredible stuff. Here we go.
All
Hey,
right.
I will say, Jalpolini had a good game. Defensively, I
I'll
think
talk
he
about
was.
Well, I thought it was a North London
There's not
derby.
much
How
to
did
talk
I
about,
get
but-
in there? Okay, how did you sneak me in? Someone called out of work to have a little extra time to get that going.
Oh, yeah, that's
Right.
how it is. All right, well, welcome back to Rivals on the Pitch. Welcome back to the show of winners, losers, drawers, and everything in between. My name is Pat, your Arsenal supporter. Just so you guys know, I'll say it a couple of times during the episode, so you know who you can choose your favorite now if you don't have one yet. And I'm here with my two best friends.
I don't know
For
about
now.
that anymore.
For now.
Well,
Well, I'm Randy, as you can tell, the Liverpool supporter. So, next question.
And I'm Alan.
Dino Forest.
You might be now.
I'm
If you don't remember, just look behind you.
frustrated and I'm embarrassed.
You forgot to take
And
down
I'm
the
tired.
flag.
No, I left that there because you know what? Those three guys had nothing to do with this, but I decided on purpose not to wear a kit today.
Oh wow! Is that some sort of protest?
Yeah, that's my mini protest.
Levy back in.
Okay.
Bring Levy back.
I'm just wearing the Robs on the pitch secondary colors, the secondary
The away.
Yeah, the
Nice.
away.
hard.
I like it. So,
The Casa de Pasta.
Alright. Casa de Pasta kit, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how are you guys feeling after this match week? Match week 12, right?
I haven't been on social media for about 3 days.
I know no one's responding to my
yeah.
messages.
I cleanse.
I know.
Try to cleanse myself.
Lit some sage. The house.
Therapy. Yeah.
I checked myself
Honestly,
into Alcohol Anonymous because I think, I've been drinking a little too much.
I didn't even finish the game.
Wow!
I planned a trip across the world so I could forget about this. I designed a table for outside and down to the centimeters. Like it's a 3D design by hand. I invested in a home gym that I'm gonna start building.
Very nice. Take your anger out on something else.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that's
Lots of things that are under your control, you know? How about you, Randy?
Shame.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm all right. Days I've seen,
I
the
mean, it
weather
could
up
be
here
worse.
is rainy and gloomy, so I guess that it fits perfectly.
All
know.
right.
Like I said, I mean, I wish I could have left sooner during the game, but once it hit this third goal, I was out. I was like, it was 10 minutes left. What's the point? And yeah, guilty as charged, man. Who wants to see the group chat at that point? I was like, I'll focus on work, do other stuff, start learning a new language,
It was.
forget this. Start prepping for Thanksgiving. We're a week out, but I'll start something. But it was just it wasn't that good, man. We'll get into it more, but
It could be
like
worse.
I said, today's your day. Yeah, it could be worse.
We could
be
we
wolf
could have
pants.
lost to a 10-man Everton 20 minutes into a game. But hey,
Well, we'll get to that one. That's an interesting one. But yeah,
Yeah.
today is Pat's day. But congrats.
yeah, let's just cover that the whole show. Let's just cover
The
that.
whole Manchester United game.
Yeah, let's just watch it.
Yeah,
And
why
then
not?
once we hit the hour mark, we'll close it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
there's
guess
no
let's-
need to
let's start-
recap the mini league or any of that stuff. Just
Oh man, we gotta take a look at the
Fast
mini
forward.
league too.
Oh, I wonder if
Listen.
I got points.
Uh, so, should we start with the highlight game?
Yeah,
Get it
yeah.
over and done with.
We
why
need to.
not? You started it with the clip. Let's get into it. Let's rip the bandage
Let's
off.
get into it.
So,
So- I gotta say, I cannot believe that I let you guys down these decisions on the combined 11. It made me feel like there was any reason for me to doubt Arsenal. This was
So it worked. You doubted yourself.
no, this. Oh, I'll get into. I'll say you say your piece and I'll follow. I'll follow. up.
Okay. Listen, that was probably the easiest game we will have played all season. I feel like Burnley gave us a tough match. Sunderland clearly gave us a tough match. Obviously, now we got to play Chelsea, who just beat Barcelona 3-0. So there'll be hard games to come, but that was probably the most black and white win that you're going to get. I feel like from the beginning of the game, from the first whistle, like it was all Arsenal. And I mentioned to you guys at the beginning, I saw that Frank switch to a back five. And, if the team's like kind of like in a transition, obviously he didn't get the whole window to get all these players in. Obviously the struggle to get the kind of player that they wanted, as a Morgan Gibbs White, etc.
As
and
a who?
Xavi Simons, exactly.
That's what Frank did.
So as Solanke being out, that being like a big, ticket price player. So I don't blame him for going a little conservative in a situation like this. Arsenal are clearly an informed team right now. So I don't blame him for trying to just trying to keep it respectful.
Oh, I do.
I'm sure you do, but I mean, but at the same time, like after seeing the game, like there was just nothing there. The plan did not work. They had to swap at halftime to Xavi Simons, who, congratulations, I think he completed 2 passes on the game. Tottenham did not register a shot on goal inside the box. I think there was like 3 shots. They all came out outside of the box. Even some of the crosses, like I said prior, in the prior episode, Raya got a hold of all the crosses before they even made it to another player, and that's something that he does that Ramsdale didn't do, which is why we brought him in. Which is why I feel like even though he doesn't get tested as much as Vicario, he's still the superior keeper. And we did have that like a little fluke goal. I mean, it was a great goal. But even then, like when you guys scored 3-1. The commentators even said, like, if Tottenham score a second, like it's game on, and it seemed like no one was even up for it. They like already given up. They didn't continue pushing. It was still Arsenal. We scored the 4th. It could have been more, but you can't blame Eze for missing a shot when he's already scored 3. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Palhinha did all right, but he still got caught out on all these like chances. I mean, that was all in the middle of the park. Your defensive midfielder should be covering the attacking midfielder, which was Eze. and he was nowhere to be seen in those. And if he was getting basically run around. I mean, Romero too. He made it to the starting 11, and Romero was culprit in the last goal for sure. And the other 3 goals, he was nowhere to be seen. Van de Ven was chasing, and unfortunately, he caught some two deflections were right off of his feet, trying to get in front of the ball. I respect it, but unlucky because he doesn't. He feel like Romero was nowhere to be seen. And I think I feel good about it because it is a rivalry game, it is a derby, and putting Allen aside, I feel sorry for you, buddy, because that was a lot to take. I'm sure. I've been on that end, man. I've gotten battered by Chelsea. I've gotten battered by Tottenham when we missed out on Champions League. That Puskas goal during COVID. I've been there, man.
The Lamella.
Yeah.
Better days.
Yeah.
This game, to me, kind of shifted a little bit of a tide on my feelings on Thomas Frank. I think he got it completely wrong. I think the starting back 5, it wasn't the formation. I feel like it's what he was telling his players to do. I think he got that completely wrong. You left the 3 forwards, the only 3 forwards you have on the attacking players, you left them on islands up there. It looked like trash the whole game. His game plan was trash the whole game. I think he was out of his element. I think he's not at the level he needs to be coaching this team. Do we give him time? Maybe. Maybe it's a little bit of a hot-headed thoughts, after a game like this being so embarrassing, as a supporter. And it's angry because we're supposed to be building up, and it's like we take a step forward, now we're taking 3 step backs, and you're hoping that the manager that comes in knows how to build off of what we've built in the past. And he had mentioned, we got to remember the Tottenham last season came in 17th. Okay, but we kind of threw in the league, right? Mm-hmm. And half the time for half the season, we didn't have the players that he has on the field right now. So you can't really compare that. So that, to me, that his excuses are kind of getting a little old. But back to the game, Paulinho and Bentancur in that midfield, right? Bentancur last season wasn't such a defensive. He was more of a forward playing defensive midfielder. He almost played more of that 8 role. And so to me, I used to think, well, maybe it's because he's coming from injury. Maybe he doesn't think he has the same capabilities he did last season. But to me, it seems like Thomas Frank is giving him instructions on what to do, right? So, yeah, you want to be a little pragmatic. You want to be a little bit more defensively shaped against Arsenal, of course. I don't blame him for that. But I think the individual instructions that you're giving these players, he got it completely wrong. Keeping Pedro Porro off the starting 11, or not subbing him a lot sooner. Because once he came in, it was a little bit better. I mean, it wasn't great either, but you still have more of attacking. Those wing backs that are attacking. Because you had Kudos, Richarlison, who, God, please, let him go. It's time. And then Odegaard on the left, and you had him on the island. Like there's no one around them. So when Ricardo did his long kicks, sure, they had their backs to goal, and then if they were able to grab the ball, they had no one to pass it to. I'm telling you, it's very frustrating because I don't think this team is. I think Thomas Frank is basing his game plan off of other teams rather than playing off our strengths, and I think that's making us look stupid. It's making us look dumb. It's making us look less creative. We're not meshing, and I'm starting to think. I think I got a little when we get assigned Thomas Frank. I think I kind of listened to a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that," and I'm like, okay, like he's adaptive. He's he can shape up his he's opposite of Ange. He's not just set on one game plan and that's it. He's adaptive. But we're not really seeing that. We haven't created chances against Chelsea. We barely did it with Man United in the first half, and we didn't do excuse my language, jack shit this game either. And so all those lines, all those arguments people were having, oh well, Thomas Frank, he could do this, that. Like I was like, you know what? I've always wanted Areola before Thomas, but people are like, no, he's too much like Ange. It's not going to change the system. You need someone more like this. Right now, 10 times over, give me Areola. And I hope if Semenyo comes in January, we get him, a package deal because I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just we didn't in Champions League against Monaco, same thing. We're lucky to have drawn against them 0-0. Bodo Glimp, we caught them at the end of their season, I think, and they were in form. Still not an excuse. We probably should have put some past them, We're really lacking, and he's not seeing that. And they're saying, "Oh, well, we're building a foundation defensively." Obviously, you're not because you just lost 4-0. So
Yeah.
I don't think this is what we're capable of, and I hate to be the guy that's 13, 14 games in to be like, I don't think it's gonna work, but sometimes you kind of know, right? You want to give people chances and give them time. And I always preach, give them time. But sometimes it's like you take a gamble because you give the wrong guy time. Eric Ten Hag, they gave him time. Nothing happened. And they kind of cut him short. And, afterwards, you're like, okay, maybe he didn't deserve the time. Right now, like I said, it might be the heat of the moment. But golly, I don't know if this is the right guy.
What about PSG?
I don't even think January transfer window is going to help.
You think PSG game will help you decide?
The PSG game in the summer, I think. No, I think whatever happened in the
one
summer
on Wednesday
must have been
the
a
one's
fluke.
coming up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have no faith right now because PSG game in the summer must have been a fluke because right now we look like straight garbage. Like I said, you look at the game and how many times did you see the front three just there by themselves? Nobody else, because we had everybody on defensively. You go to the North London Derby you go there punching, whether you get knocked out or not. You go out there and you punch, right? That's what makes the Derby the Derby. That's what makes it one of the best matches to watch. This was the opposite. This was just playing it too safe. You were looking for the right time to counter, and then you fell short. 2 goals too short before you switched up your game plan. And when you switched it up, you were still sloppy. And it's he needs to have a little bit of wake up call. And even in that Richarlison goal, like you can't even celebrate that goal. You can't even take that into consideration. This game could have been 4-0 if it wasn't for a little bit of luck. So
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think it was last season, if not the season prior, but last season we went away to Tottenham and we won 1-0 with the Gabriel header, right? Then in the second time we played at the Emirates, I think that game ended 3-2. And that game, I think Son Heung-min scored for the first one. I think we scored 3.
You scored off of a goal kick a corner that shouldn't have been given to you. Yeah, I remember that.
And then
that one.
And I think you guys scored a second. It was 3-2, and it looked like it could. And we were kind of like pinned back a little bit. So that's what I'm saying is when you guys scored that 3-1, like it seemed like you guys were already good. Like you were picking up the ball and you're like, all right, let's just get this over with. You know what I mean? I feel like the morale was just not there. Like no one was prepared for that. Like I know Son Heung-min's not there anymore, but and he was the captain, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know who's the captain now. Romero. I feel like he just wasn't there, and I feel like Argentinian players are known for kind of having that like big personality, kind of
especially on a World Cup season.
Gravitate towards those leadership roles. And I feel like he was so absent in that game. The other thing I was going to say is, since you had so much to say about Gabriel's elbow at Newcastle, we're not going to talk about Van de Ven's elbow on Marino?
Oh, that was not even. Come on,
that was intense.
What about Rice? What about Rice kicking? What about Rice kicking Javi Simmons in the head?
What? I didn't even see. No, I don't think so. No.
Oh my God. Okay.
No. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. And the other thing,
I will say,
what?
There was a lot of lucky bounces that came y'all's way that ended up scoring. It's kind of like FIFA when FIFA was like, yeah.
Because look,
so, hey, you
know
what? This is more of a
first goal
2-1.
He got through Paulinho, he got through Bentancur, and he got through Van de Ven. And then at the end, and then the third goal he scored, I saw that I think it was Udogi that came in running, slipped, and Jet Spence was there too. He
lucky
faked them out.
deflections.
He faked them out.
I'm not gonna
And
say
the
we
other
didn't
one
play
is-
great, but it was just lucky deflections.
I remember the last goal. Randy will like this one. The last goal, I tried to watch it. It was a clearance from Vicario. He tried to go long ball, and it was all about we were all over the place. Like we won all the second balls. We won all our duels basically, and that last goal that we scored, I remember it was a clearance from Vicario. Incapia gets the header over. I think it was either over Xavi Simmons, and he gets the header.
Brandon Johnson, probably.
Yeah, Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson, sorry. Encapia wins the header. The ball lands at Marino, who lets Trossard run on, and he gives the ball to Trossard and then crosses it to Eze to get the hat trick. So, like I said, I don't think it was luck. I think we were just up for the battle, and Tottenham looked like they were just like in, let's try to like not make this embarrassing. And in that case, they ended up making it a little bit
being embarrassing.
And then that goal should have been offsides, but hey, that's actually something I want to bring up. I don't think it was, but remind me because I want to bring that up because I think there's been a trend this season with stuff like that.
And all open play goals, since you bring it up all the time as well.
I know, I'm surprised. Maybe that's why we got caught off guard. We're like, what the hell? These guys are actually playing.
It was interesting to see because they said that. Well, first of all, Tottenham had not lost away, and Arsenal had not lost at home. So, and then the other thing was we had the most scored off of set pieces, and then Tottenham had the least conceded goals on set pieces.
Yeah.
So it was good to see that battle there. But, yeah, interesting stuff. And someone online said this was basically Nuno Espirito Santo tactics with a little bit more set pieces.
Honestly, I
didn't expect it to be like this.
I want to erase it from memory.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like when you go into Derby, like form goes out the window, your track record goes out the window. You know what I mean? And
that's what I'm saying. I think
bragging rights, man.
Thomas got this completely 100% wrong.
It's all on the manager
wrong. Then. I think it's been an ongoing issue. I think it's something's not clicking. I don't know if it's his coaching staff. Something.
Do you think maybe a different flavor gum might do it?
Maybe a haircut, a different hair tie. I just think you don't have the time you have at Brentford. You don't have the time some of these other teams have. Yeah. Like you can't sit here and try to slowly build your team up. And you can't. You should have better players than you do at Brentford. With the money that's being spent. So it's not like you can just take your time and say, okay, well, we'll get there eventually. We're getting there slowly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're not allowed that time. United is not allowed that time. Liverpool's not allowed that time. Arsenal,
even when you're in Champions League, that's something
not,
new for him as well. You don't when you're in Champions League, you can't afford that.
Yeah.
You can't afford it.
No.
But I think from Arsenal's standpoint, I think like I said, if we want to win the league, these are the kind of games that we can't feel like we're going in doubtful. We got to go in knowing that we can win them and then figuring out what we can do, just push until we do. From Tottenham's perspective, in my opinion, I think the best thing to do is just take this as, let's just pretend this was just another game and move on. You know what I mean? Learn from those mistakes. And there's a return leg.
There is, but
that's true. It's at home.
There's a chance to make it right.
Another loss at home, though. Unless they pick up their home form.
Because, if we're playing this way, exactly. See, we can't even win at home. And if we go out in January, buy a left winger, what is he going to do? That left winger, if it's in Menu, for example, he's going to be stuck out there on the island by his damn self again. Look at Kudus. Kudus, the whole game, he was probably the only one that looked like he was trying. He had a few dribbles that went his way. Moments. He progressed the ball a little bit, but there was nobody around him. He was just swarmed by red jerseys. I have a
and that's
fear
where you find it acceptable for him to keep going a little more because no one else is there to help him out. So if it's fine if you just see him not passing and doing it because there's no help. Yeah, but that's sort of if I'd see that, I'd sort of be like,
that's why
it motivate me a little bit, a little more to fight him, help him. but I don't think
That's
Tottenham
why I put the
they
blame
already
on a
felt
lot of
lost
it
already.
on Thomas Frank because
Yeah. A halftime talk should have been something else.
And,
And
and it's funny because you know look at Ange what he did this season with Forest, right? Completely just disarray. He couldn't win a game. But in this game, I would have taken Ange. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. And I hope that this game doesn't make the people that we were trying to sign in January, people that might have been on the fence, like, oh, you know what? I might go to Tottenham. And they're gonna look at this game and be like, do I really want to go there? You know?
Yeah.
So that to me, that's my big fear of what effects a game like this will have on potential signings in the future, and at least in January. And
Well,
we lost on a whole different, like a bunch of different levels. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
wasn't just we
yeah,
lost
yeah.
3 points. We dropped 3 points plus a whole lot, and who knows what the locker room is looking like. So,
Yep.
hey, figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the
Yeah.
locker room.
Sucks. Anyone locker room?
Come out of the
Sorry.
bathroom. All right, guys. Like, oh, who's this guy?
All right, let's move on to the next pity
next
party.
one. Oh.
Not enough.
What?
Remember when Randy was like, "It's like, no, it's all right. We're at home.
we gotta start somewhere."
Oh my God.
But he did say Sean Dyche was the man to turn it around.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And here we are, Randy.
Yeah.
How does it feel to
He
be right?
listens.
You give
It's
You
nice.
gifted
I
him
am
3
right
points.
sometimes, just not this season. Oh man, but that's what Sean Dyche does, man. That's what he does. He's a defensive minded coach. Maka should have had a goal, but they had like half the squad in the net to goal line clearance. They were defensively sound, and that's what sort of reminds me of last season with Nuno. They were exactly the same way when they beat us at home 1-0. It's almost like deja vu, but
That's
except this just ended up being, we can't beat Crystal Palace, we can't beat Forest. What's next? But it's just they were defensively sound, and then he is known for set pieces, and they hit us on the first goal was a set piece. Defensively, we're
Maria,
I've said
man.
it many times. Defensively, we're not right. Kirkes shouldn't have been started. We don't have a right back, so Dominic Soboslai was there, but you take him out of midfield where he excels at. He's one of the best players on that Liverpool squad. But I did see that Salah was at least trekking back, playing defense a bit. But that's what you need to see, because I don't think there's no trust in our defense. But it was good to have Allison back, but I don't think he was at fault for any of those goals. It's just defensively, it was us. Kunate was horrible, which is why he gets subbed off, and then we replaced them in with someone else. Virgil hasn't been the best as well. I think
you guys put Gravenberg at the back, right? When he got subbed off.
To
Really?
get a little more attacking
watch the game.
options, but still, what's it called? Isaac, no show. Take him out. Put Ekatike in. But it's just. I skip Isaac and put Ekatike in, man. Let's just go with that. I mean, we did have a little glimpse. Salah.
Did you guys keep the receipt? I think we're in Christmas season,
feedback.
so
I
maybe
think
extended.
we passed the 30 days.
You get store credit. You get store credit.
I feel like you guys would take
I don't know,
Wisa
man.
at this point. Just swap.
Wisa. Nah, forget about Wisa. We're looking at Semenyo. But whatever. Just overall, it's been shit. Yeah, we've been shit.
What?
I think a lot of people
No.
are focusing on a lot of people have been focusing on what's it called? Salah, Isaac, and stuff like that at Konate, but we also have to take a look at Gravenberch, who he hasn't been the same. He's been on the decline. I mean, this season he hasn't been that well. The only saving grace I can say was Ekatike and Dominic Soboslai, but everyone else has been subpar. Hasn't been up to the standards
You
we need
think
to be.
you think Ekatike wins the starting position over Isaac?
I think he does.
Oh yeah,
He should.
100%.
He should.
I think they would have been in a
but-
better position had they just kept him the whole time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
But
Have Isaac earn his
there was-
spot.
Yeah,
has, and
he's got to
I-
earn his spot. I know sometimes you put because of the price tag, you put him in the starting lineup, but Isak didn't play at all for Newcastle. He just got up to fitness. He hasn't had the best international experience as well. Play with Sweden. I'll just stick with Iketika. He's been hot. He's been the one who's been in form. He's the one who's impressed. I would stick with them. But I was reading something about saying, like, I know a lot of people give slack about Darwin Nunez, but he's the one who's always running back. The same with Luis Diaz, Diego Jota. These are the players that we miss. They're always running. They're always, trying to assist in any way. Isak doesn't do that. So it's a miss. That helps up Salah, which is why he might be having a drop in form. But I mean, at the end of the day, I like that Slot even said, it's my responsibility. That's what you want to hear, accountability. Now it's your responsibility. Now you got to fix it. Even Virgil said as well, it's us as well as players. They have a player, only meeting, trying to fix things themselves. But at the end of the day, yeah, why not mimosas?
Players brunch.
Yeah, but like you said, we've been through dark times. We've had slumps in the past, and we've gotten back. It's a process, but I didn't expect it to be like this, man. 6-7 losses. And we got Champions League, which should be like a winnable game, but this game also looked like a winnable game. So now it's sort of messing with one's mind a bit. Is like, can we win? I mean, we're at Anfield, but we couldn't beat Forest, and they're on their third coach of the season.
So,
oh my God, yeah.
But so it's just a bad look. But hopefully,
I have a question.
Yeah.
I won't answer.
So
I'll answer.
So you just mentioned Semenyo. What makes you think adding another person, adding another element to this team is going to help it out?
Because you got Gapco. He's been playing well.
And you got
he has been playing well, but this game he had a lot of one-on-ones and lost it. Yeah, I understand as well. And like I said, these are all rumors. I mean, because of the whole buyout, the whole clause in his contract, you can get it for cheap this season. But I mentioned it so many times defensively. I'd say Semenyo, forget about him. What we need to fix is defense. If we can at least get a draw, that's a point, and you can build off of something.
About it.
He's not going to you. Anyways, he doesn't want to go with Frank, the tank. But no, I just think, honestly, regardless of whatever, we spent money on forwards. That is out of the question. Unless, I mean, I heard he wants to go, but regardless, defense is what we need. We get a center back. I know Marquet has, he's on his last months. And if you want him, you got to spend the money, and you're going to overpay for him. And I think that's what we need to do. We need defense first. I know. Yeah. And we got money in the bank. It sucks. But I know, then again, money. But regardless, I think defense first.
Must be nice.
And then we work our way.
For Arsenal standards. Okay. Even for Arsenal standards, must be nice.
Yeah.
Question.
But defense first, man, overall.
So I saw a stat that if you removed all the late winners that Liverpool got, or the late equalizers.
Oh yeah, I saw that. We would have been in
6 games, 19th place.
I know.
And
I've mentioned it before. Or when we were at Allen's, our luck is gonna run out. There's only so much you can do that. It's not like last season where we had players who were like Nunez who do the 2 goals against Newcastle or no, it was against I think Bournemouth, but we don't have those type of quality players. We shouldn't be having to play catch up when you got Isak who tore it up last season, Ekatike who's looking like a promising star, and Mo Salah who broke records last season. On paper, it looks like we should be firing on all cylinders. And then of course you got defense with the additions. We shouldn't be in this problem. I think the transition period or the chemistry or whatever it is, the tactics, Slot, the players integration and everything has just gone wrong. Even when we were winning, when we had the undefeated 5 games, we were on the top, it wasn't even convincing. Yes, it was happy, but we knew it was going to end eventually. And now it's ended.
But you thought you could improve on that. That's the thing.
We're hoping to improve on.
We could get better.
Yeah, you'd think it's all right, we're winning last minute. Oh, what can we do? it's better to learn off of that than learning off a loss and then loss, 6, 7 losses. And now we're middle of the table, but
So
still the points
Everton
are
just
yeah.
passed Liverpool on the
we-
table.
I know for now, whatever. But I think right now we just got to do what we can to fix defensively, and then hopefully just get into Champions League. That's it right now. And on a
So
high,
title's
Champions
gone.
League.
So
The title's
Well,
gone then.
we'll see how it goes at the end of December.
no, there's always a
We'll
chance.
see what it looks like. Yeah, we'll see how it looks.
There's always
There's
a chance for all of us. For all of us.
Yeah, Forest too. But
Right,
no, I
Randy?
just think right now, small steps. Fix your defense, see what you can do, and then we just got to rely on everyone else to falter. We'll see what happens. There's plenty of football left.
Who's in better form, Tottenham or Liverpool?
I think Tottenham, I would say, just because Liverpool's
Just
so
'cause of
many
their
losses
position?
in a row.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, this was a loss, but you lost the first place for Tottenham. I think
And you lost away. We lost at home to a team that's in relegation, and
like Randy
yeah.
said, third coach. So
coach, yeah, it's
I
a
think
bad look for us.
Tottenham could win the next game, whereas Liverpool, I feel like feels like it's a big stretch possible, but
Ooh, you guys have West Ham who just beat
Yeah,
oh,
they're
no,
on
they
a
drew
little run now.
Newcastle?
Yeah,
They
but
beat
that's
Newcastle.
Nuno.
Drew
Who,
with,
that,
Bournemouth.
but Nuno was in charge of Forest, and he's the one who pulled the number on us last season. And so it's not even looking good when you look at that as well. But we'll see. One game at a time. First,
Maybe-
we'll see what it looks like PSV in Champions League, and then hopefully something out of that to give a little glimpse of hope for the next game. But right now, it's not looking good, and it sucks. I'm Randy, and I have a drinking problem.
All right, so
Thank
I
you,
guess
Liverpool.
I think we should talk about Chelsea. So Chelsea beat not super convincing, but 2-0 against
Burnley.
was it Burnley?
Yeah, who they
yeah,
should have had a
Burnley.
free kick or a penalty kick.
Yeah, they should have. They're getting away with little things here and there, but at the
Yeah.
same time, 2-0
Everyone
is
is
a
a little
hard to argue against. Like I said, Burnley looked like they could have scored, but they
Yeah.
didn't. So I think Chelsea do deserve the credit. They're currently sitting 6 points off of first place, but
Yeah.
they are in second place. So where do we think they did also beat Barcelona today? And I did watch the first half. They were all over Barcelona. And I know Barcelona's defense a little shaky right now.
And they
but
had that
were,
red card as well.
and they did have their red card,
helps,
but they were already up
yeah.
a goal. I think.
Yeah, it
at
was an
that
own goal, though.
time.
It was an own
Yeah,
goal.
but they were
own goal and
pressing.
then
They
the
were
red
all
card.
over the place.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they got the points. But it's hard. Chelsea can do that to Barcelona, but then they can go cold turkey and they can, have a miserable game. I don't know. I'm still not
I just
sold
wanna
on
know-
them. I think I need to see more consistency from them to say if they're in the title
Well,
contention.
They play Arsenal next, and if they beat Arsenal, they'll be 3 points off first.
That's
Oh,
a
they
good
guys have
test.
Chelsea
And
next?
Yeah.
yeah.
At
That's why I said it was a
Stamford
rough
Bridge.
stretch. But after seeing Spurs,
Where's my Chelsea jersey?
So I just want to know how serious this title run is so far for them. I think by Christmas we'll probably have a better idea where everyone stands,
Exactly.
but we're a month out now.
yeah.
So how serious is this run for them? Because everyone
For
kept
Chelsea?
saying like, oh, they spend all this money, they should be at this place. But there's also that argument that their players are all very young, so they're kind of
Yeah.
starting to feel this out. They're starting to play together. They've been doing that without Cole Palmer, which was a criticism of them last year.
Yeah.
So how serious is this run for them? Not enough
to
Enzo
say.
data.
scoring.
I think after
Caicedo is still
next
one of the
game,
best
after the Arsenal-
midfielders. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I think this Arsenal game will say a lot of where they stand.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if they're able to pick up 3 points, then you kind of have to consider them a contender. Because, if they could be Arsenal, Arsenal's in good form, so they can almost go up against anyone else in the league, and
Yeah.
that means they have a good shot of accumulating plenty of points to be in the title race.
All
So
right.
we'll see. I mean,
Let's see.
I guess how they win, if they win
Yeah.
and how they win it, right?
All right,
'Cause
so if
if
it's like a
you-
1-0 penalty,
Yeah, then you're kind of looking at it like, okay, sometimes luck can be on your side a little bit, you know?
yeah. So if you score like a free kick, but
Yeah.
if that's it, that's all the game there is. It's a fluke.
Yeah, like
win.
if you get a bunch of deflections off of your opponent's table and then they go in, yeah, like you know.
All right, so
I think
I
it'll be
guess
an
we'll
interesting
see.
matchup in the midfield, though. Because everyone's talking about Caicedo and
Yeah.
Rice
Yeah.
are two of the
Yeah.
best defenders. Who would you take up? And it's always a toss-up between them. I think that would be an interesting matchup. But yeah, I
I'll
agree
shut
with
that down
Alan.
real
I
quick.
think if well, we'll see, right? But if Chelsea can win, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a pretty win or an ugly win. Regardless, they're 3 points off from Arsenal, and
So then they're in the
and
conversation.
they're in the conversation because, like Alan said, if they can beat Arsenal, then they can basically beat the other teams that are in contention. Man City, Newcastle. Look at what Newcastle did. So I think it's a good shot. But then again, if Chelsea do win, I feel like they would lose against. They struggled against Burnley. I feel like they would lose against like Bournemouth or Brentford. That's like the type of game. That's like the type of Chelsea they are, though. But if they can win against Arsenal, it's a good
Yeah.
look. And like I said, it shrinks the lead, and it will give them hope. Unless Maresca's going
Yeah.
to be like last I think last season we're not in the title race yet, even though he was in second or third place.
That's what people online are saying now. The Chelsea fans are like, "Oh, Chelsea's in a title race," and everyone's like, "Please, no, leave us alone." Like they don't want the
Don't
pressure.
jinx it.
yeah.
They don't want the pressure. They don't want to be favorites. They don't want to be the underdogs. They don't want it. They're like, let's just work in silence, please. All right. So Manchester City, they dropped 3 crucial points to try to catch up to Arsenal against Newcastle. Newcastle at home.
Mhm.
Pretty convincing win by Newcastle, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Who has
Such a
been
weird team
hit or
this
miss.
season.
Yeah, very inconsistent. But where does that leave City? I mean, they're still third, but
Yeah.
like I said, are
But
we just
you
gonna have
saw
a better
about
idea
that.
at Christmas?
You saw that offsides call, which is I think Alan was talking about the offsides call before in his game. But
Oh,
that
yeah,
offsides with
yeah.
it was just
Oh,
like
with-
the pit or something. It's like what is considered offside on your body or something like that, because that's what Pep was talking about. But so whatever, that's VAR and all these things. But at the end of the day, I think Newcastle they did well though. It's hard to shut down Man City. I thought it was going to be Man City's to win, but
Me too.
I think Eddie Howe's job's on the line, so he gave him a nice, inspiring pep talk, and he pulled out that win.
Yeah, agreed.
So, what the offsides I was talking about was, for some reason this season, there's been a lot of calls where calls have been called and haven't been called, where the goalie's there's players offside in offsides positions in the view of the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Because there was one where Liverpool got, and then I think City got called for one. We got one go our way against Everton. And then there was a similar thing that happened during the Arsenal game too, where it looked like
that one.
potentially it was the same situation, right? And the commentators were kind of bringing it up. Like, to me, it didn't really seem like it. I'm not arguing that goal, but you do take that example and then you match it with other ones, and you're like, well, why was it given in this game? But this game it also wasn't given. So where's this? And it seems like it's a trend this season for some reason. But what is
Yeah.
the rule that's going on now? Because I mean, it kind of shapes. I mean, if it keeps going, it's going to shape how defenses kind of set up and how they do set pieces that can change.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no consistency there, and it's weird because last season I don't remember this being called as much, and we're only 14 games in, and so we're being called like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, it's a
like I
weird
said,
one
we
for
got
sure.
one. We got one on Everton. Our goal get disallowed. So it went our way, where it's like, no, it looked like the player was in the way of Vicario.
Yeah.
And then the Liverpool one where he dug, so it kind of gives the optic that he was in the way. And then an Arsenal game, it was like a straight shot. There's 2 players there, but what what's the criteria? What are we basing it off of? And it seems to be such a wonky call this season. It's just weird. I don't know. To me, it was weird because the commentators kind of
No, I
brought it
saw
up,
that
and I was like,
post
you know
as
what,
well.
that's right. It's been being called a lot, but
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah,
keep a
that's the
close
thing,
eye on
it's
that
like-
one. Also, you know how like a lot of the times, and this could be just a weird thing where it's just happening more this season. But I know a lot of the times when they instill new rules or slight changes to the rule, they'll go really hard on them at the beginning of the season,
yeah, that's true.
and then they'll kind of like taper off as they get closer to kind of normalize it a little bit, so that
Yeah.
people are like very aware of it. I mean, the whole getting a yellow card for kicking the ball away thing was like very strong at the beginning of the season last season,
Yeah.
or I think the season prior maybe, and then it just kind of tapered off a little bit. So now you see it every now and then when it's like very
It's like the
obvious,
new
but-
goalkeeper rule. If you're
Yeah, that
holding off
too.
for longer, like I haven't seen a corner given off of that. I mean,
I
that's
saw
just me. I
one.
don't know if you guys. Okay, but that's just one. But I mean, certain
Yeah,
rules.
just one.
Yeah, one.
I mean, then maybe it's just a goalkeeper because that's the only rule he has to worry about. So it's fresh on his mind
Yeah.
compared to
So it's a
everyone
little more
else.
obvious because the ref
Yeah.
will count you down, so you'll know. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a weird one. Definitely.
Or it could be like one ref called it one game, so then the same thing happens in the other game. The ref's like, well, should I call it because it got called on that one game? Do I call it? Do I not call it? And maybe there's a little bit of like, we need to call
the
it so
thing
that we
is-
look fair across the board, but they're just
I
making
mean,
it look
you
even
can
worse.
call it. You can call it, and they're gonna do the VAR anyways if it's a goal or anything. So that's
Yeah.
why that's the point
That's
of it.
true,
You're
yeah.
allowed to call late, and they'll VAR it if it's fine or not. But I mean, at
That's-
least you have a chance. But
That's the thing
think
that
it's
like
better to call
upsets me
it.
sometimes because VAR was supposed to be for like clear and obvious errors, and sometimes like I'm just like they're analyzing a goal too much. Where I feel like, you know what, it's really weird. You could go either way. Stick with the decision on the field. If you already gave the goal should stand. If you didn't give the goal shouldn't stand. If you're taking that long, it's not clear and obvious. But they're trying to get it completely right. Where it's like, there was an instance I think where I think it was against Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Player ball touched like somewhere on his shirt,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I thought in
Yeah.
the rules was the shirt was okay because it's technically almost your shoulder. And then they looked at the video and they're like, oh, it kind of looks like it does touch his arm, so we'll give Liverpool the benefit of the doubt and we'll call a goal back. But they had already given the goal, so if it's not clear and obvious, like why are they taking it back? And I'm not saying this just because it's Liverpool, but it was just like, the goal was given. They go to check it. They check multiple angles and they can't tell. And they're like, we think it touched the arm. So they called it back because they're like, if it did touch the arm, it shouldn't be a goal. But I'm like, that's not clear and obvious. Like, you don't
Yeah,
really
no.
know. You're assuming. And if
Exactly.
you're assuming, like, and
I mean,
like I said,
that was something
don't
I
know.
wanted to bring up.
If there's not
but I
enough clear
forgot.
evidence to overturn the call,
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to bring up. I forgot to mention that. For me, it wasn't a handball. It wasn't intentional. It was just the bounce. I think it was a natural position. His arms, it maybe grazed or whatever. But to me, it wasn't a handball. That goal should have stood. But I mean, I was happy we got it.
so it's
it was
4-0.
taken away. Yeah, 4-0.
Well, that's the thing.
basically.
If they had called the goal back before VAR checked it, they're like, oh, no, it looks like it touched his hand. And then they went to VAR. They said, we can't overturn this because it does look like it might touch the hand. And I think the goal, could have not stood in that situation. And I think that's okay. I think there has to be a little bit of margin of, mercy towards the referees. I think they make their job harder sometimes by being so strict sometimes and then not so strict others. When it's okay, like if you say this is the margins where we're like, we just go with whatever the on-field decision was because that's probably the fairest thing, almost like a toss-up, then it's cool, so be it. You know what I mean? But when you make the rules like this, like, this is the cutoff where the shirt ends, and then all of a sudden things happen where like, oh, well, that time it wasn't given even though it touched the shirt, and that time it wasn't given, it's like, where do we stand here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't rely so much on VAR. Like, you have refs on the ground for a reason.
Yeah.
There was a time where VAR didn't exist, so mesh the two, and don't rely on VAR.
Yeah, exactly. And if
Unless
it wasn't
comes to
for that,
Tottenham and it overturns our goal.
All right. Speaking of odd decisions, Manchester United at home hosting Everton. Red card for Everton, 13 minutes in. Did you guys see this red card decision
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I had to take a look.
It was
I was it
crypt
was
on
weird.
crypt violence.
Friendly fire.
Yeah,
It was I forgot who the guy's name was, but he was
Ndai, I
with
think?
Kian. Yeah.
No,
they were blaming each other
Idris
for the cross. It wasn't
Gueye or
even a
something?
goal.
Gay?
Yeah.
Gay
No,
and Michael
Yeah.
Guy or something like that?
It's Guerre.
Yeah, Guy.
Guerre, yeah.
Idrissa
Okay, that's what it is,
Gueye, yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Sorry.
Yeah, something like that.
On
Sorry.
Drewsbury Hall, yeah. That was a strange one. They were arguing up right before the build up there, and then obviously Idrissa just smacks him, just look what?
But you heard
They were blaming
Amrin
each other
say
for a cross.
Amrin and David Moyes is like, that's not a problem for me. I think that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
A lot of people were saying it should have just been a yellow but at the same time, they showed the rules after
Yeah,
the game,
the
and they said if you
rules.
hit any opponent or any persons or personnel, so if he hit like I don't know one person of his staff, so it would have been red anyway according to the rules. The fact that I think it was at the same team, people want to go easy because it's like you're not affecting the other team. You're only hurting yourself. You should go easy on them. Well, that's what the rules are for, I guess. But such an odd one.
Still, man. Come on, we all have brothers and
But,
stuff
hey,
like
they
that. You
came out
get in a
with
fight.
the fact that
it's so stupid.
Yeah. But this says a lot about United. The fact that you played almost a full match.
Oh yeah, considering how much extra time games get
right?
nowadays, that's
You-
basically 90 minutes right there.
Exactly, and you couldn't score against a 10-man team. I mean, I didn't watch the whole game, so I don't know how Everton was
Yeah.
set up super defensively. I kind of only saw the highlights, but it goes to show
It's a bad
that
look, man.
where do they stand in? Yeah,
I mean, it's not like they didn't try. So they had 20. Manchester United
But
had
it's
23 shots to Everton's
Pickford,
2.
man.
6 shots on target to Everton's 1. 70% possession, and 91% accuracy. But where's the definition here? I mean, out of 23, 6 shots on target is too low.
yeah,
And
exactly.
6 shots on
That's just-
target, period, is too low.
But it's like those stats say, like Manchester
Yeah.
United have one of the most
Even-
goal expectation ratios out of like the Premier League. So it shows. But like, how many times have we said Pickford? Some days when he's on his game, he's like impenetrable and stuff like that. But it just showed. But
and
with
they
all
had
that
9
firepower that you
corners.
got in Mbeumo, yeah.
I did watch a little bit. I was like in and out, but I watched like sometimes when they would break on the counter, and we've spoken about this before. I saw Mbeumo kind of give Bruno Fernandes a pass, and he's like, then Mbeumo takes off running, and Bruno Fernandes goes to pass the ball back, but it gets intercepted because the pass to me just seems so lazy. It's almost like you're on autopilot and you're like, oh, well, this is what I'm gonna do now. But you're not like looking, you're not paying attention to what you're doing. And as soon as that pass doesn't go his way, obviously
He
Everton
blames
break the other way,
Mbeumo.
and Mbeumo makes the foul to stop the counter attack. And then Bruno Fernandes is like, arguing with the ref, and it's like, again, it's this was you, like this was your doing. And that, like I said, this is just encapsulate his whole career at Manchester United, where it's like I feel like he plays off this like hardworking player, but in reality, like sometimes like he's his
just a
own
brat.
worst enemy. Yeah,
And he's
it was
a captain
so infuriating.
for
And I hate United, but I was just like, dude, like that was your fault. Like, well, who are you arguing with? Like, put your head down and do it better, Anyway, respect.
What was the
good for David Moyes. He finally wins at
the
Old
video
Trafford.
I just saw?
Yeah. What?
Oh, the DR Sports video. You know the DR Sports guys.
Yeah.
One guy, I don't know who he was. He said Bruno Fernandes was better than Cesc Fabregas.
Oh yeah.
That
No,
was
way.
like-
I mean, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but
Did you
that's-
guys see it?
Yeah, he ranked them so much higher, and I was like, what, really?
Yeah. Let me tell you, because when I got back into like club football, Cesc Fabregas was already playing at Barcelona, and just like from seeing like, I go back and watch like games and highlights all the time, and
Yeah.
he Cesc Fabregas was better at Arsenal than he was at Barcelona, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And that's
because he
when
didn't
Barcelona
have
had
to-
like a massive squad.
Exactly.
I mean, and so the fact that he's saying that, like, you know what I mean, like,
I mean, I understand you're a
just
Manchester fan.
insane.
Yeah, of course you're gonna, hype up your player, support them.
Right.
But let's be honest. Let's be realistic.
Be
There's no
realistic.
way that Bruno is better than Fabregas.
You remind me of something I always kind of think about, because Tottenham, on the Tottenham app, you can watch old games from old seasons and stuff.
Yeah.
And seeing, I didn't follow the club. I barely started following the club. I think Bale had already been gone for a few years, but I wish I was able to watch Bale in a Tottenham jersey and Mudryk in a Tottenham jersey.
You Modric?
Modric, yeah, Mudryk. I was always a fan of him. Mudryk.
What about Adebayor?
Mudryk is the Chelsea.
You want
guy.
his jersey too?
No, Lucas Mudryk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just says it differently. Maybe it's the
Okay.
same thing. Yeah, Modric.
Modric.
Croatians,
Yeah.
whatever.
Let's say with a Croatian accent. Sorry,
Oh, sorry.
I'm Mr. International, like Pitbull.
Oh, okay. Take it easy, Pitbull.
But like seeing him, I think he's one of my favorite midfielders, and it's not because he's a Tottenham player, ex-Tottenham player. He just happens to be that way.
Yeah.
Same thing with Bale. I think I watched Bale before knowing that he was a Tottenham player, but I wish I would have seen those two play at the club. And sometimes I'm like, man, I should have. Like I said before in our one intro episode, like I started watching American football.
Yeah.
And that was all I would watch, and not knowing all these golden arrows were happening in the world of
you missed out
football in the Premier League and La Liga and whatever.
Yeah, but
that's why we're building a time machine.
yeah. And
so
as
everybody,
after that, I mean,
go fund us for our time machine.
So you're gonna change
no
the
donations
4-1.
under 1,000. So please,
you're gonna change the 4-1 result of last game then.
Yeah.
But at least you never know when you're in the golden days. So
that's true. Yeah,
we could have some golden days ahead of us, and now that we're at the hour, we have some golden games ahead of us this weekend.
that is true.
We did make our predictions for Champions League already.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like, whose line is it anyway? The points don't really matter because Arsenal's going to win it.
Yeah.
So, you guys want to
Clip
dive into
it,
next week?
Clip it. Like 57. All right,
He's been
clipping.
saying that for 8 years.
I don't care how bad my edits are.
9.
9 or even worse.
All right, let's go. Oh yeah.
All right, so let's do some quick fire. So we start the weekend, Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Mountain Time, the 10 a.m. games. Brentford at home hosting Burnley. Brentford are on fire, man.
Yeah.
Brentford, yeah.
And we play them after Chelsea,
They
so
almost
I'm
beat-
nervous.
They almost beat Brighton.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was the last minute winner.
Baliba's been going downhill.
Better
Oh
Baliba.
yeah, Carlos Baliba.
He's had some stinkers.
Yeah.
Getting subbed off.
That's the United effect, I guess, huh?
He started early.
Yeah, they should have cashed in then.
Well, maybe he heard that United were coming. He's like, oh, well, let me keep it down a
All
little
right,
bit.
he's like, no, never mind. You guys
Yeah,
don't
a
want
couple
me.
stinkers until the January
All right.
window is over.
The dark horse Sunderland against Bournemouth.
Oh, Sunderland.
Ooh,
Bournemouth.
that's gonna be a good one.
They're at
Sunderland,
home, right?
I hope.
Sunderland's at home. Sunderland.
Yeah.
Is
You
this
know
our
what? Draw,
highlight game of the
draw.
week?
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe. I'm gonna pin that one. Put a pin on it.
All right, it could be. I mean, it could be
All right,
also the Chelsea Arsenal, but we'll hold this off.
Chelsea, Arsenal. I kind of want to
Maybe.
pick different teams.
Yeah, Sunderland Bournemouth looks good.
Yeah.
How about City against Leeds?
It's because Arsenal. He doesn't want Arsenal to have the pressure.
City.
That's what
Well,
it is.
I'm only saying
Yeah.
because we just had Arsenal,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
like double dip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wants to get
City.
he wants a chance to get
City
extra
so that they
points
can,
back.
start
that's
gaining
why.
those points.
Yeah,
All
damn
right.
Leeds. Yeah,
We
Go
we going
Man
City
City.
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. No, come on, guys. You gotta believe. We
City.
want someone
City.
different.
I hope they get 6 points by accident, and I won't even fight it. I won't even be like, hey, Premier League, you gave him too many points.
All right. Then we have Randy's favorite team, Everton, at home hosting Newcastle. Everton coming off of a high.
I'm gonna
Newcastle
say
too.
Everton. I'm gonna say Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Alright.
as
yeah,
we said,
Everton's at home.
Newcastle
Oh,
has been a little inconsistent.
What?
Newcastle, yeah, they have been. And Everton looked like they're on the up and up. But I was going to say, did you guys see what Everton posted on their Instagram?
Oh yeah, all the smack talk.
They clipped it. They learned from us. They got all the United tweets saying
receipts?
like, "Oh, you guys are gonna get destroyed, easy 3 points," and they posted all of them. That was awesome.
Last season during the Europa League final, I screenshot a bunch of comments, tweets, videos.
No one watched it. That was in SPN El Ocho, right?
And I was gonna put it together, but I was like, you know what? Let me be humble.
It's
Let
in
me-
the
let me be
scrapbook in the
humble.
closet.
You know, I don't clip stuff for like intros of episodes. You know, I don't do that stuff. I'm mature.
Maybe you should learn.
It's because he hasn't won.
I'm mature.
All right. We have Tottenham at home hosting Fulham.
Easy.
At home. For
Marco
Fulham.
Silva could have been.
No, that would have been worse.
No?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I made up my mind. I knew who I wanted. I was gonna stick. I should have stuck to my guns. And I'm actually gonna buy a plane ticket to Bournemouth. I'm gonna do some agent stuff.
Agent.
You know,
Right.
Ariola's actually from the same place Arteta's from.
Yeah. They have
Espana.
pictures together like growing up.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Maybe I don't want that.
Yeah. Spotlight's too
then
much for
stick with
Tottenham.
Maybe that's what I use my time machine for.
Have Arteta play for Tottenham and then
Yeah.
become Tottenham coach.
I'm gonna spread rumors about each other, about those two, and then they're gonna hate each other. And I was like, you know what? Don't even play football.
Play American football.
All right. Then we have Crystal Palace against Manchester United. This is on Sunday,
Ooh,
7
this one-
a.m.
Crystal Palace.
Palace.
Nah, I think I'm going Palace.
Yeah. No haircut. All right.
I forgot about
Um,
him. Damn.
Everyone's like, "What are you gonna do once you get your haircut?" But someone's like, "What are you gonna do when you get your haircut?" And then somebody else was like, "Wow, dude, you got lucky and you picked how to create unlimited content to create off of
forever.
yeah, forever content." I butchered
Oh,
that, but
man.
yeah.
guy.
West Ham at home hosting Liverpool.
We're holding off, right?
Where's my
Not
upset?
Alan, all right?
Where's the upset alert button?
Ooh.
Upset.
Oh, you think Liverpool's gonna win?
Yeah, that would be the upset for sure.
I mean, they are away. I don't know which way it works, but
I'm gonna go Liverpool.
I'm gonna draw.
Oh, yeah.
I think Liverpool will probably win it, but I can see West Ham. I think they might be riding a little bit of a high, especially the whole new
True.
coach. We got a new coach and we got a new system. We got a fresh breath. Fresh
Breath of fresh air.
Yeah, fresh
Jesus
bubbles.
Christ, yes. You see what Tottenham does to me?
Fresh
God
of breath
damn.
air.
Yeah. It's the
Talking
the
about
game
the
of
highlight week of the game.
All right. We have Aston Villa at home hosting Wolves. 2
Villa.
point, the 2 point team. Who gave them that?
Villa.
At least one of those points.
I don't know. Wolves. I need Wolves to win. Wolves, I think they'll come up with something. Their new manager, he lost his first game. I don't think they'll lose their second game with a new manager.
Okay.
So,
But
those
they're
are
away.
Wolves.
No, Villa. Sorry.
All right. You never know. Martinez could do something funny.
That's true.
He did it this past weekend. He pretended he was
The
injured
best
after.
goalkeeper.
Villa.
Nottingham Forest at home hosting Brighton.
Forest. They're home.
Forest, yeah.
Give
I'm
me
gonna go
Brighton.
Forest. Wow, hater still. Man, that wound is still open. It's fresh. And then lastly, we have Chelsea at home hosting Arsenal.
Chelsea.
Title game.
Chelsea.
Wow, hater. You
Chelsea.
would rather Chelsea win the title
Cucurella's
than
gonna have
Arsenal?
Cucurella's gonna have a hat trick, and I'm like Cucurella.
He's been pretty good this season, man. But
He has
he's.
been, but-
I can't
He's
wait
so
till they beat the
unlikable, though. He's
out of him.
so unlikable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seen those videos where whenever Cucurella comes into the team and everyone's just beating the heck out of him, and his hair just like everywhere.
He's a stress ball, man.
Oh,
They gotta take
can't.
it out on him.
All right, so what do we think about the highlight game? I'm actually looking at Crystal Palace United look good too, and Chelsea Arsenal does look good as well. But if you give it to
I think
anybody
let's-
else,
Let's yeah, I'd go with that.
I think Sunderland,
and
Bournemouth. I think
Yeah.
okay, I'm
last
good
time
with that
we
one
did a
too.
Bournemouth. Yeah, I like different. It not forces me, but I'm like, okay, I gotta pay attention to a game.
Sunderland Bournemouth looks good to me. What do you think, Randy?
I agree. I'm with that as well.
All right. All right, let's do some predictions then. So let's start with the highlight game. This on Saturday, November 29th, 10 a.m. Eastern, at a Mountain Sunderland at home hosting Bournemouth. Surprise team of the season and a consistent team of the past couple seasons. I'm going to go, I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go draw here.
2-2.
I said the scoreline once, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna go with 2-3 with a Bournemouth win. Yeah, and then he's gonna go to the corner flag, and he's gonna do the Sun Heung-min celebration. AK, I'm going to Tottenham. The he's picturing himself in that lily white jersey. That's why.
All right, Randy.
Let me go 2-1 for Sunderland. No, 3-1. 3-1 Sunderland.
Ooh.
Oh, so we all have okay. Only one winner.
Oh wait, what'd you say, Alan? 3-2 for
I said
Sunderland?
2-3, like Bournemouth 3.
2-3.
Yeah,
2-3 heard.
Sunderland 2, Bournemouth 3.
Alrighty.
All right. All right, so then we move on to our games. First one is Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Tottenham hosting Fulham.
Give me a 2-0 Tottenham win over Fulham.
Clean sheet. Must be playing six at the back this time.
Yeah. Well,
You're
Romero's
telling them
not
they're
going to be
playing
there
away?
because he got 5 yellows. So
Ooh.
Kevin
Six at the
Danzo, I
back.
think Kevin Danzo's been doing pretty good. So
Okay.
we'll see.
6 at the back,
If
2
you're
goalkeepers.
flat against the flattest team in the league, I will personally fire him.
All right. And then we have West Ham at home hosting Liverpool.
Ooh, let's see this.
Yeah.
I think the
You want
grass
points?
might be wet because of the bubbles.
Ooh.
West Ham 1, Liverpool 2.
Ooh. Jinxed it.
Oh,
We can't keep clean
Jinxed it.
sheets. We
Upset
can't keep clean
alert.
sheets.
That's believable. Yeah. All
I
right.
guess that gets
and
one.
Last game. This one's on Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time for Alan, because I know he's going to be hate watching. Chelsea at home hosting Arsenal. And I'm going to go Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1.
Oh, okay.
Gonna say they're gonna come out, and we're gonna risk a little more, but it'll be a confident win.
He said
Confident.
it's
All right.
confident,
And if
but
it's not,
If it's not,
the gap
see
is
where
3
we are.
points against Chelsea.
then the league becomes interesting. You know what I mean? Because then that means if City win, they got 4 points. So then the league becomes interesting. But
here we go.
just to recap our games tomorrow, we all play tomorrow. Arsenal against Bayern Munich. I predicted a 2-2. We had PSG against Tottenham. Alan predicted a 2-2. And
You
the
still
only
think of that?
deluded person here, Liverpool at home hosting PSV, and Randy said 3-1. Which one's most believable out of these 3? It's funny. Me and Alan going humble, and Randy's like, "No, there's no way."
You got to start
Well, this
somewhere.
was before. This was before this fucking Forest game.
Say how you
Alan's
really
probably
feel.
changing his mind too. He's like, "Damn it! Now I wish I picked PSG to win."
7 at the back.
We're
Park the
trying to
bus.
sneak 12 players on the field.
All right. So as we stand in the mini league, I have 26 points after getting a single one plus the highlight game. Alan has 10 and Randy has 15. Still room to catch up.
You said my name
You have
second, so I was like,
26?
oh, wait, did I got more points?
Nope.
So we'll see how we stand after the Champions League game and after the coming weekend. But we will have some goodies because after the second half of the season, I have a surprise for you guys. We're gonna shake things up a little bit.
Don't be
Huh?
Taylor Swift.
We're gonna
Shake things. We're gonna shake things up a little bit with the
The shimmies?
mini league.
Oh. Are we
So-
Do shirts versus skins.
are we gonna do a little gambling?
We might be doing a little gambling, yeah.
Okay,
So
Wow.
just to
Of
get a
course,
little
he wants to do
interesting.
that now because he's on the top. Of course.
Well, you know, you
Whatever.
toss
He's
some-
got all the
listen,
points.
Listen, some
Yeah.
people get comfortable. You toss marbles on the floor, and then everyone's got to relearn the rules.
Oh, it's
So-
like the
Talking
Chelsea game.
Now, all I can say is, we won't be only adding points anymore. We might be losing, giving away, taking away. So might make it a little more interesting the second half of the season. But that's where we stand. And that, for those of you who don't remember, this is the coveted trophy.
There you go. All right, and that is an episode. That is a week to forget. Hopefully, we're moving into better days, especially if you're a Tottenham or a Liverpool supporter. Enjoy your Turkey Day. Enjoy your Black Friday shopping. Make sure you watch your favorite teams on Saturdays and Sundays, and tune in next week for our new episode of Rivals on the Pitch, where we would preview the match. And yeah, make sure you follow our Instagram, comment, follow our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to this podcast, and enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, happy
I'm
Thanksgiving.
Alan.
Happy
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble gobble.
Peace.
I wasn't gonna end with my kois, but you know I gotta give thanks. Thank you for this team, and
Thank you for the
Up the
headaches,
Spurs.
the heartbreak.
And thank you for the 3 points.
wow.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.